special guest. This is part two, J Hood interview. What's good, J Hood?
And yo, you know me.
Yo, what's up, kids?
Wake up, kids. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. I'm Jay Hood, and you on the Damn Homie show. It's good to be back.
I see you going like viral on TikTok, on YouTube, Instagram. You be doing these videos, these 1 minute videos that you tell them, kids, you do not want to be in jail. People are fucking gay in here.
I, I, I just feel like some stuff just needs to be said, and a lot of people not talking about it. This is reality, and nobody talked to me about it when I was a kid. Nobody told me about. Nobody told me how jail life really went. Nobody told me about how disgusting jail food is, how we basically live inside of a bathroom. Nobody ever told me. So I just feel like, hey, I need to say something. I need to say something before we destruct. And I'm gonna keep spreading awareness. I'm gonna keep doing it. You know, I gotta
All
do it.
right, so let's cut right to the chase. You know already what I want to talk about. All right, so with the big U indictment going on, Brick Baby's locked up. What do you think about the fact that Brick Baby said, I'm tired of doing what the police wants me to do? And he was referring to a custody battle. Do you believe that Brick Baby has been working with the feds?
All right, this one thing I can say. This is this the truth. No cap. We were all in the LA County Jail together. Brick was there, and Brick and Baby Nutty from Brim, they got caught with some cell phones because a TikTok went viral. So they went high power, and allegedly, Brick Baby told that Deputy Garmin was bringing phones in, and Garmin got fired and all that. His name is all over the newspapers. You can literally type in Brandon Garmin, and it's gonna be a picture of Garmin arrested. They found a AK-47 at his house, and IGI, no, I mean OSJ said that it was Brick Baby who gave him this information. So if he, I don't know if that's considered working with the police. You know what I'm saying? Working with the FBI, because the LA County Jail was under investigation for uh police gangs. You know what I mean? They were trying to say like the 2,000 boys, the 3,000 boys, and for deputy gangs. So they said they were going to put FBI, you know, informants in the county jail. So I don't know if Brick Baby was one of them, but I just don't understand why you will refer to DCFS as the police, because DCFS and the police are two totally different things. Child custody and the police are two totally different people. So I don't believe that he was referring to child custody. I don't believe it. But I don't know if he worked with the FBI. It's gonna come out though. Whatever happened is going to come out.
What about, in your opinion, what do you think from hearing everything that you've been seeing lately? Do you feel like he's a snitch deep down, or
I don't know. It go I cause look, you can't feel that somebody is snitch, because in this game, the toughest, the biggest, baddest have told. And then it'd be somebody who's soft, weak, who kept it solid. So I don't know. I low key think Loose Cannon gonna tell,
why do you think that?
because he just keep making like he said that Brick all this all the lies, like he said that he got into a fight, and it turns out he never got into a fight. Then he said that him and Brick Baby were cellies, and they were never cellies. It's like,
And he said Brick Baby was messing around with a transgender, but that's all for content. I think that they're telling people that this is all for content, like they're lying, but it's for content.
yeah, Brick Baby was with a what?
With a transgender, with a transformer. But then someone else told me that there wouldn't be any transformers in that area.
See, I don't know. That's whoa. But all right, whoa. Whoa, whoa. I don't know. I don't know. I hope not. I hope not.
Why do you care? What do you? I hope not.
I just hope for the best and prepare for the worst. So I don't want
Prepare
to see no.
yourself.
I don't want to see no. Everybody know what. Everybody know what they sign up for, and I hope Tranny. Why is Luke's playing like that? That's deep.
I don't know. Is he playing? Because before Brick went to jail, he was talking about, he likes pussy and Gucci Man got some good pussy.
Yeah.
You know how every joke has some truth to it?
Every joke got a little bit of yeah, huh? It do. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just I'm just saying, Brick. If you bet not.
I don't know.
You
What I
bet
felt
not.
weird is when I first heard that he was on a wiretap and that he had a gun pointed to his girlfriend, talking about, he'll kill her right now, and she was holding their child. My thing is, who was wiretapped? Like, who's the one that was wired?
Who would have the wire, huh?
Yeah. And why would you want to kill your girl? I mean, she
Yeah,
does know every secret that you have.
that's some female shit. Like, I'm gonna kill you. Why he
Yeah.
want to? She must.
Why is it that when you hurt someone's feelings, the first thing they say is like, I hope you die. I hope you
But
die
no,
in
I told.
jail. Shit like that. It's like, damn, bitch, why you want to see me die in jail?
Yeah, that's cold. That's deep. I just, dang, that's deep. I don't even know what the. I don't even know how to feel about that.
Okay, next
I
question.
don't. Oh.
What? Because you sent me a video with Brick Baby and Tiny Loke. What's that about?
I sent you a Brick Baby of the homie with it was like a little cartoon, right?
Yeah, yeah.
With 9-4. Her, I let Dog hear it, and Dog was like, "That nigga, that's not how the fight went. Like, that's not how the fight went." And then Dog was like, "Nigga, I beat Brick Baby ass. Why he always lying for the internet?" I'm like, "Well, that's what people do for content, you know." But I was just thought I was going. He he told me to send you that video and to let you know that if you want to know how the real fight went, he'll tell you how the real fight went. So I was
Who
just
said
like,
that? Tiny Loke?
no, his name not Tiny Law. His name is Dog. His name is
Okay.
Nat Bash and D Dog.
Okay.
So he's in the hole
Nap
right now.
bashing.
Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, they got a
That's a
crazy name.
disrespectful ass name. Can I have a name like crab bashing?
Oh, damn. No, you
But
can't
then I'm
have
gonna get my ass
that.
beat every time I go to jail, right?
Or you gonna do some fighting?
Fuck it.
See, he
Shit.
don't be getting his ass beat. He be doing some fighting.
Have you ever seen Brick Baby actually win a fight?
No, no,
Not
no, hell
shocking.
no, no, not even close. But he will fight though, and that's what really matter. And he done fought some of my round flies. So like some of my friends, like Dog, that's my friend, and he fought my bro, my brother YC from Eight
Hmm.
Trick Gang. You feel me? So
All right. So lately, you've been in the news. Everybody's been talking about your dad, Stutterbox. So
man,
what's going on there?
he lived life. I don't
Yeah.
know if anything that's been reported is true. I don't agree with what he did at all, but that's my father, and I stand by my father, even if I don't stand by his decisions. And
Yeah.
I'm not going to let nobody hurt my father. But I don't know if everything that being reported is true. That's all I'm saying. And he not really worried about nobody. He driving, depending on he drive throughout the week. He drives. One day he might drive the Maybach truck. The next day he might drive the Range Rover. The next day he might drive the Rolls Royce truck. Feel me? He got two of these. He not really worried about nobody. He live in a $3 million house, gated community. Uh, he ain't worried. We ain't worried. You know, we got a lake next to the house. We ain't really worried.
Yeah, but I seen a lot of people stick up for you and they took your side when you said that, because who wouldn't take their father's side? One of the people I seen doing that was Whack 100. Whack has went out of his way to say that he fucks with you, he loves what you do, and that he's gonna side with you and he's never gonna go against you or your father.
And I'm not going against Wack
Yeah,
because people can say a lot about Wack. He not a liar.
no.
I ain't never
And
seen Wack.
and Whack has went out of his way to give so many people, like advice. I'm one of those people, that he gave me advice personally that, these people are not who you think they are. Be careful. Like you gotta, go about it the right way. Don't. What's the best advice Wack gave you that you could share with us? I know you can't
Keep,
share everything.
he said, keep going and don't stop. Don't let nobody knock you off your square. These people gonna talk. If they not talking, you're doing something wrong. Let them hate. And he'd have been through it. Everybody done been through it. The truth will come out. You know what I mean? Like I said, Whack. That's Unc.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna stand by him. I'm rocking with him, regardless. I don't care about how nobody feel. I don't care how nobody feel. I'm rocking with him. If you got a problem with it, do something. Period.
Did you see the Crips going to No Jumper and like
I
rolling
did.
100 deep? So I just spoke to
Hey,
Travis Ford not too long ago. What do you think about that?
I've been talking to him. Man, I feel like, man, I just feel like it was a misunderstanding, and
Yeah.
I blame
You blame who?
Lush.
Why? Because he's a crackhead.
Yeah, he should have.
Yeah,
He should
you're
have
high, you be feeling good. You're like, yo, come through, like bring everybody. And it's like they come and you're like, oh shit, like I
bring
need another
everybody.
pump.
Like, and even do much. All he did was pull up and tell the Crips like, "Come on, let's go." That's a regular day on 98th. You feel me? Or up top
Yeah.
on 103rd, 104th, over there in the main street. So you feel me? He just brung the Crips, and they people. I thought, well, how can I say? They finally found out that No Jumper is not a Crip platform. It's just a platform. It's not a Crip platform. It's not a gang gathering. It's not a place where you promote gang violence or gang banging. It's just a regular platform that you're supposed to utilize to get your message across or for you to, you know, pop out.
Yeah. So you would be
You,
open to sitting down with Adam.
you said what?
So you would be open to sitting down with Adam and talking to him about, whatever.
Yeah, yeah. I mess with Adam. I be talking to him. Well, we done talked a few times on Instagram. Uh, I don't got no problem with Adam at all. I respect everything he do and I appreciate what he do. He really gives people a platform. He got the biggest West Coast platform, and he give people the opportunity to sit there and let their face and their brand uh, get out there, get notoriety. And
Yeah, shout
just
out to Adam, shout out to No
like
Jumper, because they have put a lot of people on.
people there, they put a lot of people on. Look at King Peel went on No Jumper, even though he went on there and lied. He went up there and now he got a little bit of motion, and he gave King Peel a platform or avenue to get his music out there and to feed his children. And I respect that. And I admire that.
Yeah, shout out to
You
King
know?
Pill. He's another great dad. Takes care of his kids. So recently, you and King Pill had a live together.
Shout out all good fathers, all great fathers. Yeah,
Yeah,
he is a
fuck
J.
all the deadbeats, but shout out all the good dads that just doing it for them. So
Yep.
you and King Phil had a live recently, and the shit kind of went left a little bit. What exactly happened?
All right, so look, I was talking to King Pill manager the day prior, and we had like a 3 hour conversation. And his manager had a lot of good energy. He's a good guy. And I don't want I explained to him like, hey, I don't got no problem with this King Pill. Like I got real enemies out here in the streets. Like I really like I got real enemies. And I said that the reason why I was even saying King Pill name was really to get his name out there, to get him in the algorithm. And me and King Pill was talking on some cool shit, being cool. And basically we said, all right, look, we're gonna hash out our differences on live. So the live was basically supposed to be do that, cuz. Basically the live was supposed to be us making peace. But instead, he went up there and did some JCat stuff and lied and told nothing but a gang of lies. Everything he said was a lie. Like, and then he didn't want to put it on his dad. I don't know. I really don't care about that dude. All I thought of, I really sat down and realized and said, dang, J Hood, you was trying to help a dude feed his family and help him get a buzz, you know, and he flipped, but he need the money more than I do. He needed more than me. I don't really need it. I'm not missing no meals. I can afford a shirt. I can afford a shirt. Matter of fact, I just bought a $1,000 shirt yesterday. You know what I mean? So I'm not really worried about him. I wish that man peace and prosperity. I wish that man plenty of success. He need to take care of his kids, and he need to find somebody to play with, something safe to do. He need to find
Yeah,
something safe to do because I'm not
because
it.
what he was saying was like I guess you pulled up your paperwork and you were saying
Yeah.
that
He
you let
tried to say
police
that.
go into the car and grab all
Uh,
the things in there, and that he was trying to claim that it was like a shirt with like
uh,
gun
exactly. He tried to say
residue, P.
that that had that said GSR. He said the sweater said GSR. That's how you know he don't shoot no guns. GSR means gunshot residue. He's
Hmm.
trying to say it was a sweater with GSR on it, but that's completely false. And that's why. And then he tried to say that I had the car for 2 weeks. I never had no car for 2 weeks. I felt like he was trying to implicate me in a murder because allegedly a murder took place out that car 2 weeks prior, and he kept trying to bring me having the car for 2 weeks up, and I'm like, no, I didn't, bro. Like, why are you trying to implicate me in this when this is an unsolved crime?
Yeah,
But
because this was in the report. How did he even get that type of information?
he don't have to. How did he get that information? I'm like, how would you get this? And he didn't pull it up. So I'm like, is you who's you? But I don't think he worked with the police. I just think that
Yeah,
when me and his manager was on the phone, we were just talking about a whole gang of stuff. And then uh, I put him on the phone. I put his manager on the phone with my homie G2 that's in Pelican Bay.
yeah,
So he mixed everything up. So I'm guessing his manager told him like, "Hey, yeah, I talked to J Hood, blase, 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 blase." Unless it's me, but whatever it was just I found out a little bit how the internet worked that day. I found out that it don't have to be true. It just has to sound good for the internet.
Yeah.
You know, I found out that it don't have to be true. It just has to sound good for the internet. I think I don't do nothing to me. Nobody, you know,
Hmm.
nobody gonna do nothing to me. Touchdown. Uh, the only thing they were trying to do is stop my motion. They're trying to, stop my motion, and I really don't really care to have. I'm gonna get my money regardless.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get money regardless. Can't
Because
nobody stop me
from
from
what
getting no.
you heard, King Pilt, has he lost a lot of fights in prison?
You said what?
You know how you said Brick Baby hasn't really won any fights? Have you heard of a lot of losses King Pilt took in prison while he was in there?
Never heard about. I just know he fought one of my homies. I never really heard about. I've never heard of him.
Yeah.
I've never heard of him at all. Like he don't got a name out here in the streets. I've never heard of him in prison. I've never heard it, nothing like that. Like, and I'm not trolling.
Yeah.
This is on my dead brother. It's on all my dead homies. On my mother, rest in peace. I have never heard of that dude.
Yeah.
I have not at all. Never heard of the dude. And um, I can damn near say if prior to like social media, I'm not. Nobody else has heard of it. Not Baby Brace, not GB. They all lying for him, and they know they lying for him.
Why do you think
But they
Braze
know
and
they.
GB are lying for him though?
You say what?
You think Braze is
No.
lying about him?
Yeah, well, I seen a clip where they was like, oh, baby, or GB was like King Peel kicked off a Crip and Blood riot at Old Folsom.
Hmm.
And I'm like, they lying for him. And then I seen a clip where they co-signed him him saying that he seen an old man rape a young dude from Sacramento, and then he slit the like the old man slit a throat and then ejaculated inside the young man's some weird shit. Like,
Is
you know
that
what I'm
not
saying?
possible?
Yeah, because he all right. Look, he said this happened in the county jail, right?
Hmm.
He said this happened in the county jail, right? He said then he went out and he said, "Oh man," he said the old dude was like, "Mind your business, youngster." And he went out. That's not how that shit go at all. It don't go like that. That's impossible.
How
That
does it
could not
go?
happen. Man, that's not how it go. Hold on. Hold on. Let me put my phone on do not disturb.
Okay.
But that's not how it go. But it's very entertaining. But that's not how this shit
But
go
let's put it
at
this way:
all.
did he not do everything right to go viral? He did everything he was supposed to. He came there with no shirt. He put oil on himself. He had no shoes.
Yeah, but he did everything right to go viral. He did a great business move.
Very
What he
great.
did was great business move, and I commend that man for finding out for getting his foot in the door. He getting his foot in the door, and like I said, I don't got nothing against him. I'm just saying a lot of that stuff he doing is lies. Majority of it is a lie,
Okay.
and
But
that's
there's
all I'm
some
saying.
truth in there to where it's very believable because certain things are true. It's like,
Like what? Like what do you think is true?
um, I don't know. I think certain things that he could accuse people of, let's say they are true, then then that's, I mean, even if people have a problem with what he's saying, he has hands. So that kind of allows him to talk anyway, right?
I don't know if he has
Because
hands,
let's say you saying he lied on this, and that, but then him telling the truth about putting hands on your homie and actually beating the shit out of him.
but I didn't hear he beat the shit out of my homie. I
Yeah.
already
Because
won.
you said that you asked somebody, your homie said that he didn't beat the shit out of him, but then someone else said that he did have the best of him.
Yeah, he got the best, but all right. So look, this is how the Crips operate in prison.
Uh-huh.
If my homie would have got the shit beat out of him, kicked and thrown out the cell and called all type of bitches,
Yeah, I think he said he crawled out of the cell.
it would it would have been
Okay.
just like if I was to do that to a blood,
Hmm.
it would be a riot. In prison, have the respect is at an all time high, even during times of violence.
Hmm.
You can't do that. You could squabble somebody, you could be squabbling, boo, 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 and black their eye and beat them up. But when they hit the ground, you cannot touch them. Not you cannot touch them while they're on the ground. If you touch somebody while they're on the ground, it's gonna go up. And we rock with the hub and the dub. We the Crips. No, it's not gonna go that way. But he did get the best of my homie. He did get the best of my homie, but he put extras on it by saying my homie had to crawl out the cell and all like nah, nah. I
And you
can
think he knew that was gonna piss you off because of how close you and your homie are? That was your friend that was with you when you got shot. That's the person that drove you to the hospital. That's the person
say
that stayed there with you.
we had a conversation about it prior to it going. Me and King Peel talked about that 4 or 5 months ago.
Oh, so you've been speaking to him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We was cool for months.
Okay, so this came out of nowhere where he just like basically,
Dudes like yeah, out
is
of
this the
nowhere.
first time where you were going out of your way to be nice to somebody that they did this to you?
No, it happens a lot. You feel me? But I'm not really tripping because I'm gonna be genuine no matter what. I'm gonna be who I am regardless.
Yeah,
And no matter how many, you got pieces of shit out there. You got snakes out there. It's snakes in the grass. It comes with it. It's come with the territory. But
yeah. I mean, do you
you
know
know,
what industry you're in? A lot of people are snakes in this industry.
yeah, I see. But see, I thought King Peel was more of a street nigga than that.
Mm.
Cause street you don't lie on people.
You think street dudes aren't snakes? They're some of the biggest snakes I've met.
Yeah, but you don't lie. Street niggas are snakes, but they don't lie.
Brick
Most
baby
street
lies
niggas ain't.
every day.
They're not gonna lie on the next man.
So if you're a
They
liar, does
not.
that kind of take away some of your gangster?
No. So it really don't. The streets is a myth,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying him because he got put on in prison. So I thought he was gonna bring prison etiquette, penitentiary rules in effect. I thought it was gonna be
Shout out to AOF Nino. He said I was in the county with J Hood and he got a cold little squabble. Not gonna lie.
shout out sh- shout out to you too, bro. And
Yeah.
then that King Peel said he beat my ass.
Who beat your ass?
King Peel said he beat my ass. Everybody keep telling me that. I'm like, man,
Now, have
no.
you ever met in person?
I never see them in person. I don't got nothing against them though.
Okay, so if you two had to fight, let's say tomorrow you see each other in person, who do you think will win the squabble?
Definitely.
Okay,
I don't fight. I attack.
good shit.
Yeah, I'm not playing.
So why do you think you
Like,
go out of your way to be nice to people and then knowing that there's a chance that they could do some snake shit to you? Because you know there's always a chance.
yeah, I just gotta take that risk. Got to. You feel me?
Why?
Because
Why go out of your way to help people if you know that they might fuck you over? Why take the chance?
um, I guess that's the type of heart I got.
Yeah.
It happens. It happens to the good. But I'm gonna keep dust myself off. Keep going. I ain't tripping. I ain't missed no meals since then. Since he spread them lies. Since he spread them lies, I'm not gonna lie. I probably made like $15,000.
Okay.
Probably
So he
small.
helped you in a way.
No, I was gonna make that regardless.
Ah, good shit.
Yeah, regardless.
Who do you think is a bigger snake in this industry, women or men?
Men,
Why?
because women react off emotion. Men just react. I feel like if a woman sees you and know you gotta she can feel that vibe with you, she not gonna do it. But maybe she will do it. You never know. But I've not I haven't been snaked by no woman in this industry. Well, I I've been snaked by a woman, but it went off all emotion.
It was because you wasn't
All
giving her what she felt like she deserved, which is all your attention.
I guess.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I just yeah, that was like as far as that situation, I feel like that was like completely uncalled for. And I always handle her with respect. I handle all women with respect, and I always handle her with respect. So I really don't understand why she reacted like that.
she
And
said she hopes you die in prison, that your kids are ugly. Fuck you, fuck your big moms. All these bitches want to use you for your money. It's like, what do you care, bitch?
yeah, like oh, they're just using you for your money. Like
Okay. And
everybody gonna be used for something, least.
at least be useful. Some people are useless.
Yeah, least. Exactly. You
Yeah, but
feel me?
that's enough talking about washed up people. The next question. What do you think? Do you think this is police-ish to record like DPs or even like your, prison squabbles? Do you feel like it's a little police-ish to be recording that?
Um, I don't feel like it's police because it's not the police.
Yeah, but why even have something like that recorded in the phone?
Because for each his own. Like, I feel like it's all content. You know, it's all content, and if it's policious, this game is policious.
Yeah,
Like jail and all of this stuff is part of the game, and it's people who've been on camera for 50 months, 30 years, and never been to jail. But 50, you feel me? It's people that been on this that been doing. Cause they keep making a little noise like the IGI coming. But it may be a little bit policious, but nah, I don't think so. People say it is though, but as long as you're not incriminating a, a open matter or something that could be used in the court of law, I don't think it's policious. But some of the stuff it will and it is and it can be used in the court of law, like the whole big Eureka,
yeah.
you know. So it never I until this, and it's just crazy how as soon as I get on the internet, they, that's when they start taking people to jail. I'm ready to fall off. I'm ready to get off the internet.
Yeah.
But it's
So you
y'all
you
got
think
fun.
that loose cannon is gonna tell? Do you feel like Big U's gonna tell? Because
No,
they're trying to give him 600 years.
I don't think he gonna tell. That's big you.
I
I
don't think
I
so
don't
either.
I know he's not gonna tell. He a Muslim. He's not gonna tell.
Muslims don't tell.
Nope. I would. No. I'm not still a believer. Nope. Now I ain't gonna say all Muslims don't tell. He's been a he been in Islam for a long time. I don't think Big U's a coward. He know what he was getting himself into. I don't think he's going to tell.
Because if they do put him away for 600 years, wouldn't that make him way more dangerous?
You said what?
If they do put him away for 600 years, let's say that, wouldn't that make him way more dangerous than he already is now? Because if they think he's bad now, if the man's going to get life in prison and he has nothing to lose at this point, that's when they should really be afraid of him, no?
he gonna make these calls. He gonna be trying to get people hurt. If that's if that's I don't think he's gonna try to get people hurt, but if oh, I think I just said some bullshit. But I don't think he's a dangerous person.
Yeah.
I think this is all that. I think he's a good law-abiding citizen, and I think that he can't tell because he doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah, that's all behind him. That's all in the past. He's a good guy now.
Yeah.
He's a reformed man. He definitely didn't do
Hmm.
none of this stuff. Definitely wasn't extorting people.
Yeah.
All right, and then let's bring up one thing since this girl did mention it. I just wanted to say, a lot of women, they'll fuck with you, and then the minute you piss them off, it's like they want to throw shit in your face, right? Like, oh,
Yeah.
that's why. So this bitch wanted to say that that's why you're on a fucking 50-50 yard. So let's just talk about that and get that out the way. Why are you on a 50-50 yard?
I'm on a 50-50 yard because my homies don't care. And I don't care. I'm a grown ass man. And I'm on the yard with her brother because he a grown ass man and he don't care. He from 40s. So that's why I'm saying how you gonna try to say something bad about me. I'm on the yard with your brother.
Yeah,
Talk about bad about me. You talk about your own family, somebody you look up to.
yeah.
That's weird, you know? And I just really feel like how can I say this? I feel like females will just say anything when they mad
Yeah.
because
It's
it
like
wasn't
you
a
that's why you got a
problem.
small dick, bitch, but you didn't have a problem with that when we was together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you didn't have a problem sucking this motherfucker. But but I just really felt like betrayed. Like what I didn't feel like I ever disrespected her.
Yeah.
And more than anything, she knows the whole entire truth of the matter. Like she knows the whole matter. You know what I mean? She knows that I'm the only person that went to jail. She's read every single piece of paperwork. She know I have never told on nobody. She knows that I went to multiple yards and got removed for dirty politics, that I never wrote it up. I never did no cowardly acts. She know that even when I was getting jumped, I never each time I got jumped, when they wanted me to press charges for getting jumped 5-on-1. You feel me? 4-on-1. I said that we were horse playing and I got more time. I'm supposed to be out of jail right now, but I'm literally doing 6 extra months for when I was getting jumped and getting removed because I got 2 write ups. You feel me? Which makes no sense. And then I still got to do, after those 2 fight write ups, I got to do 2 more write ups for phones. So I'm doing all
How much extra time do you get for a phone?
90 days.
90
What's the
days
deal?
per phone?
90 days per phone.
Hey, shout out to official prison talk in the chat.
Yeah, shout out to official prison talk, man. Hey, that's my people. We found out we family.
Yeah. Who's your family? Jay?
Yup.
Cousins?
Cousin, yup. That's crazy,
Okay.
huh?
Nah, not that crazy. Because he also found out he was related to Snoopy Badass.
Never.
Where's the father?
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Bro, yup, Compton and Watts is a small place.
this is
You know,
true. So what's your plan? So you're getting out soon. What's the plan for when you get out?
I'm gonna sit back and live my life.
Do you think you're going to
Period.
be doing content? Are you going to be just doing a lot of interviews? Are you still going to be doing YouTube?
I'm gonna be doing I'm gonna definitely be doing content. I'm definitely gonna be doing content. I'm gonna be doing some fundraisers. I'm gonna give back to the community. I'm probably gonna right now I'm in the process of buying a couple of box trucks. I'm finna buy a couple of box trucks. box truck, we'll start a box trucking business. I'm gonna buy a couple of diesels. I got some, I got some tricks up my sleeve. I know how to, I know how to get money. If it's one thing I know how to do is I know how to get money.
What are you looking forward
You
to the
say?
most? Besides even getting money, just like what's something you want to do? Like, is you want to go to Marathon Burger? Like, what's something you're seeing online right now that you're like, I want to do that as soon as I get out?
Oh man, I, who I be seeing. But I'm just ready to live my life. I'm ready to. I'm like I've been in jail 10 years. I'm like a virgin. I'm ready to go do a
Lose your
grown up.
virginity.
I'm ready to lose my virginity. I'm ready to get back to life, get back to reality.
Who do you want to see meet you by the gates? Is there one specific lady that you're like, that's who I want to see there?
I don't even think I think that I'm getting released from the county jail because I got a warrant.
Oh shit.
So I want to honestly I just thought about it. I want my son to I want my son to be there. I want my son to be there when I get released. I want my son to be there. Not my baby mama. That's my son.
No one ever wants. Damn, the minute you become the big mama, it's like, bitch, get a fucking wig. That's why I'm not having kids with nobody.
Born a bitch. You know?
Okay. So, some advice, for ladies that get a little too obsessive with guys when they talk to them in prison. What's some advice you could give to the women that get too obsessive?
uh, let him be him.
Mm,
Let him be him. Let him be him. Let him grieve. If he's going through something, you can't tell a person how to grieve.
yeah.
Like for instance, she said that I wasn't speaking with her. I just had lost deaths in my family, and I'm the man in my family. So everybody comes to talk to me about their feelings. I have nobody to talk to about my feelings. I have to talk to myself. So when I'm going through something emotionally, uh, when you first start dealing with somebody, you can't expect for them to open up. You cannot expect them to just let you in, and rightfully so, because the moment you give somebody an inch, they'll take a mile. I'm glad that I didn't let that person in and really break down. You get what I'm saying? Because like in the live, she started making fun of because my auntie died and I was in tears. And
Yeah.
I was in tears. All I said was, "Hey, let me talk to you later. I just found out my auntie died." Or she like, "You was crying. So what? Why
That's why
can't I
men
share?"
don't like to show emotions around us, is because we throw it back in their faces.
Exactly. Like I so women don't use if you know you got a good man because I have never had a woman tell me I'm not a good man. No female I've ever dealt with what has ever told I don't hit women. I don't cheat. Uh, I'm not a liar. Uh,
Define cheating. No. I'm kidding.
uh, uh, I'm a provider. So I'm when you know you got a good man, let that man be a man. Let him be a man. Don't try to little boy him and Don't try to control him because at the end of the day, it's not gonna work. Appreciate that man. Make sure he feels celebrated and just be there. Be there for him when he needs you. Because a lot of times men don't feel like they have anybody, especially in these type of environments.
So you could have like 10 females you're talking. No, I'm not saying you, I'm just saying in general. You feel like you could have like a lot of women to talk to and you still feel like you don't really have anybody?
Uh, you can have a lot of people to talk to, but you can't fully open up to somebody if you have nobody that you can really trust. It's nobody. If you can't talk to somebody and know that they're not going to get on social media and tell all your business,
Mm,
your whole financial situation, your whole family situation. A female got on there and said my financial situation, how much money I make a day, how many people just died in my family, disrespected my child, disrespected the person that's taking care of my child, said how much I just helped with the funeral, all type of stuff, things that are just supposed to be in private.
yeah.
And then feel like it's supposed to be just cool afterwards, and still won't even allow you to evaluate everything. You know, women said my son fine as hell, my son's super handsome. You feel me? And I just feel like who calls a child who calls a kid ugly? Who does that?
I don't know, because even if someone's kid is ugly, and I'm arguing with them, I can't do that because that's like going way too far. Like,
My son is a little genius. You feel me? My son is very much handsome, and I would show the world my son, but I don't want the world to know who my son is. It's not for everything that's what's going on in your life is not for social media. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I don't have a problem with the world knowing who I am. You feel me? Because I'm not a creative player. I'm a real person. But you know,
So ever since she played herself, has she tried reaching back out to you? Or have you reached out?
I haven't spoke with her, but she was just calling right now while you was trying to while we're doing this interview.
Mm.
She's calling.
Has she DM'd you or texted you?
She's texting me right now saying she's sorry. Still,
Damn.
and
Should have
I know
thought
she
about that
genuine.
before you said his son was ugly.
And I don't believe she mean it when she says she's sorry. I don't believe it. And
Why?
it's messed up because I was nothing but nice to her. And I low key really felt like she was gonna be different. I feel like because we done heard me and her and had a lot of conversations like just about the empowerment of black people, just about where we need to be headed as one. Just the conversations we had about Malcolm and about the minister, about just about a whole lot of stuff. I just thought that she was smarter than that to just and for her to resort back to some fifth grade ignorance was heartbreaking. But hey, it happens. You
Is that
gotta.
someone you would have that you considered a girlfriend maybe, or
No, that was my friend. No, she's never my girlfriend.
is that someone you would have considered to be a girlfriend when you came home?
I don't know. Maybe if I don't know. I really don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ugh, nah, that because it would have came out regardless. The real her would eventually.
Yeah.
You can't fake that long. I'm not faking. This me. This me. So
So what is
I
it like
just
being in jail and, losing, like, because I've heard other people say before that losing a girl is really nothing when you're in prison because you've seen and felt so much already that that's like nothing.
hell no. It depends on who that girl is.
All right. Well,
I
are
done
you
lost.
distraught in your situation for losing this person?
Me and the female, we just stopped talking in jail. Uh, dead homies. Ah, damn, homie. I couldn't eat. I done lost 30 pounds.
Okay.
I done lost. Hell yeah, I done really been through. Anybody in jail? Hell no. Hey, look, people lose their girl in jail, and I done lost so much weight. I done lost so much money. I done, me and the girl done broke up in jail, and I done bought her a GLE being struck, trying to get back good.
Did that fix everything?
New being, oh crib.
Damn. Okay.
No,
So if a man's not losing 30, 40 pounds after he loses you, he never gave a fuck, basically.
give a fuck.
Damn, homie. Nah, people better start losing weight right now. I don't give a fuck. Starve. Oh well.
Crib.
And then recently, I heard like G Uno talk about like he met um do you know who G Uno is?
Mountain Giuno?
Yeah. So he was talking about prison etiquette. So what's some prison etiquette to be your roommate to not get knocked out?
Be, I don't
Never take a
know.
shit. If you do, ask his
Right.
permission first.
Good. So I'm on 50-50 or so. One, before anybody come in that door, I'm gonna tell them you got your paperwork.
Mm,
If you got paperwork, I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna ask them a few questions and tell them you got 72 hours. You feel me? Or I gotta see. I got a cell phone, dog. So you need to call some peoples. You need to figure this out. We gonna politic it all right here. You ain't no rapist. You ain't no chomo. You ain't no snitch. What is you over here for? Why did you just come to this 50-50? Because they just send you here. But a lot of people get off. I got off.
yeah.
I got off because I got here. But they bring me right back. So uh like my last celly, he wasn't no snitch. He wasn't no pee toucher. He never did nothing wrong. He just is from the IE, and they don't. Only people in LA County politic like that.
Okay.
People from Stockton up north, the Bay, they don't care about no 50-50 yard. They don't care at all. So it's only people in LA County who politic like that.
Yeah.
So, but if so, I had to ask him like, let me see your work, whoop, whoop, whoop. And then after that, you got to know that I clean up one day, you clean up one day. You know, just don't be passing gas. You know, uh, all my food, we can share this food. All my food is just like Mikasa Sukasa. My food is your food. Just ask before you take it. And when I'm on the phone, just be common courtesy. Don't be yelling. Don't be disrespectful. If I let you use my phone, don't be trying to go through my pictures. You feel me? Don't be trying to look at the pictures of my family or my girl or whatever female I'm dealing with naked, or don't go through my text messages. Don't just don't do that. You're gonna get yourself hurt. And and the way I feel is if 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 you was going behind my back and not giving me a fair shot at protecting my family from you looking at my pictures, I don't got to give you a fair shot to let you know I'm finna knock your ass out. So you
Yeah, and
might
I've
not
noticed every
even
time you do your videos, your roommates are very quiet. And well, he was pretending like he was sleeping, but he didn't look like he was asleep.
because no, like not like that, but
Nah, I'm kidding.
no, no, I ain't no bully. I'm just saying like let's keep it respectful.
Yeah.
You know,
And then I
respect.
heard that the bottom bunk was the better one. But personally, I would much rather be on the top bunk. I'll explain why. Because I have this fear of like, what if that shit breaks and just falls on top of me and I die in my sleep? So I'd much rather be the person on top in case I fall on you and you die. So
You
does
want
it
to
really
kill me?
matter which bunk are you in?
Uh, no, but the bottom bunk is the bottom bunk. I always got the bottom bunk. Uh,
I feel like I'd have the upper hand though. If I was in the top bunk and you try to fight me, I feel like at least I could jump on you versus you already being down there.
if somebody was on the top bunk and tried to jump me, I'm gonna grab them, snatch them, and then just use their body weight to the floor
Damn.
with my strength and slam them on the ground as hard as I could.
All right.
So,
So don't do that.
don't jump.
Got it,
No,
got
that's
it.
the worst. That is
Oh,
gonna be a
recently also
long.
I seen you interview somebody in your cell. So you had a blood actually. I think it was a blood from New York.
Yeah. What do you say?
Bruh. So do you want to do more interviews maybe?
What?
I said, do you want to maybe even start interviewing other people? Because that's something you could
Yeah,
maybe
like I was supposed to interview Peabody from Devil Lanes today, but he finna go to board and he keeps being like, man, I don't want them to say that I'm still an active gang member. Cause
mm,
but I'm telling them like, man, we're gonna get on this we're gonna get on this, you know, we're gonna go live on this YouTube and we're gonna speak out against gangs, you know?
yeah.
He like, we can do that, but still though, I still don't want to like he going to board. So I'm like, man, you keep making excuses. Whenever you're ready, you just be ready, you know. But I'm gonna start doing other interviews. I am definitely gonna start doing other interviews. I'm gonna start interviewing like Hispanics and white boys, and I'm about to. It's just that they turning this yard into a level three.
Okay. Damn.
They turned this yard to a level three. That's why they moved me from one yard to another yard, and they turned this yard to a level three. So I'm like the last. There's only like 10 people in my building right now,
Does that mean it's
and people
getting
still.
way more dangerous?
Yeah, no, less dangerous.
Less. Okay.
It's more. Look, it's been so many murders here. People is dying. It's really sad. People been dying. People been dying. Like somebody came to this prison, right? They weren't on this yard for 24 hours. Somebody ran inside they cell and stabbed him 10 times. The knife went through him.
Damn.
That's body. Hey, body. Hey, Peabody. Uh, oh,
You're
the
what's up?
Peabody. Pretty lady, yeah.
Hi.
That's Peabody.
Hey, how you doing, girl? Whoa,
Good.
whoa,
How are
God.
you?
That's your
Eh,
woman?
no, that's my good friend. That's
Hey,
damn,
what's
homie.
doing stuff next door?
You said what? Who right kill himself? Who's right gonna kill himself?
Grace.
The fuck? Braves! Braves! Hey, Braves! Oh, damn, homie, this nigga talking about killing himself. Oh,
What?
you see that? You guys, man, look, damn, look. My neighbor, right?
Mm.
All right, so my neighbor is crazy. Crazy. He killed his wife.
Why?
He, he's in jail for killing his wife, right? And he been down like 25 years, 30 years already. Uh, he trying to kill himself, and it's like his third time. Like maybe 2 weeks ago, he sliced himself up, sliced his wrist, was bleeding everywhere, and they keep bringing him back.
Damn. Has he ever thought about jumping? Let me not give him advice.
Oh, he really a good dude.
Yeah, so he needs to be in
He
a
just
better place, clearly. Wait, you get how many years did he get for killing his wife? You might as well just kill the side bitch too. What the fuck? How many years did they give him?
look, man, he's right here. They right next door. Oh, I don't think he responded. I think he did it. I think he did it this time.
What the hell are you
I'm
talking
gonna call
about?
him.
You someone's killing themselves right now?
I swear to God.
That's not good. Okay, well, damn. Um, thank you guys so much for watching. Yo, what the fuck? Thank you so much for watching. This has been the Damn Homie Show. Big thank you to J Hood for coming on for part two. We will be back tomorrow. And I'll let you know if the person survives or if they're not. We'll find out if they bring him back. What the fuck?